Welcome in, everybody. Brandon Vickery with you from Valpo Sports Information as we look back at the Valpo baseball team's opening weekend at Alabama. Glad to be joined by Valpo outfielder Blake Bellinger. And Blake, you made a strong first impression, to say the least, on Friday, homering in your first at-bat in a Valpo uniform. Just take me through, what was that moment like for you?
It was a pretty surreal moment. I was just up at the plate trying to do damage, got a good first pitch, got some barrel on it luckily, and got the team out to an early lead. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win that game, so that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But it was definitely a cool moment to do that. My parents were there, so it was awesome to have that experience.
Sometimes, Blake, coming out as a cold-weather team, the offense will struggle early in the season. That was not the case this weekend, especially for you. How did you overcome that obstacle, and what went well this weekend?
Being a cold-weather team, all we can do is indoors with some weather sometimes. So all we do is hit a lot of the times. I think our team had a very good offensive approach. We stuck to what we do best. We were aggressive, and I think it worked out pretty well. We obviously have things to improve on, trying to get more runs on the board, but I think it was a good first start for the team this weekend.
It's a unique experience to go play the team that just won a national championship in football, a team in that conference, a high-level baseball conference. What was it like to be there playing Alabama?
It was cool. I was actually talking to Coach Shmack in between innings, how you kind of have to take a step back sometimes and realize this is the University of Alabama, one of the most renowned colleges in the country. It was really cool to play at that stadium against that team, see where you guys rank up against an SEC caliber team. So it was an awesome experience all around. Obviously, like I said in the beginning, wish we came out with a win or two or even three, but it was a learning experience for us, definitely.
Well, there he is, Blake Bellinger, one of the standouts this weekend for Valpo baseball. And we'll visit next with the head coach of the Crusaders, Brian Shmack, as we talk about the opening weekend. Alabama takes all three games, but the Crusaders competitive over the course of the weekend, especially offensively. And you had to be pleased, Brian, with what you saw out of your offense. What did you see at the plate?
Yeah, very encouraging. Like Blake kind of said, a lot of hard contact. I mean, I actually thought we out-hit them. From game 1 to game 3 overall, and usually that's something that kind of is behind. Pitchers are usually ahead of the hitters just because they haven't seen too many live ABs, but it was complete opposite. Our hitters were great, gave us an opportunity in every single game, just didn't work out.
Two of the standouts in your lineup were the two newcomers in that starting lineup, Zach Leone along with Blake. What did you see out of them in their first weekend playing for you?
Just really good hitters. They both have an approach, they have a plan, and they stuck to it. They're older guys, so they've been through it a little bit before. I don't know if they were intimidated as much as maybe some of the younger guys, but just kind of followed through and executed their plan and put together great at-bats, and it showed.
We talked before the season, you got to throw strikes, and that was one thing that hurt you on the pitching side a little bit this weekend. How do you improve the control going forward?
Yeah, you just keep going at it, and hopefully it was just a little bit more of a mindset than anything else. At the end of the day, we're a little frustrated because it's still 60 feet 6 inches like it is in our cage, so. But first time out, guys are nervous, guys are, maybe a little bit awestruck also, and you want to make that perfect pitch, and sometimes that's kind of the opposite thing that you want. You just want to kind of to feed it in there, and like I said, take advantage of them not seeing many live ABs. So I think as we move forward, things will get better, and we'll kind of be more of a complete team.
Let's talk about going forward as we look ahead, and you go to Oklahoma this weekend. You have Holy Cross as an opponent as well. What should we expect from the two teams you're going up against this weekend?
Yeah, very competitive again. I think Holy Cross beat Houston, which is a great team down south. So this isn't something where we're going in just to, hey, we're going to go and steal 4. We got to play our best, and it's good. That's why we put these teams on the schedule. We want to challenge ourselves, and we want to find out where we're deficient if we are, and hopefully make those adjustments before we get to conference play.
There he is, the head coach of the Crusaders, Brian Shmack. Once again, Valpo back in action on Friday as they continue a challenging non-conference slate, getting ready for the first season of Valpo baseball in the Missouri Valley Conference.